an exclusive look at the Sifri Hebrews of Ghana. There's an image of them right there. Right there. Now, Dr. Ben said that we ran into West Africa. Hey, go some Hebrew Israelites in West Africa. Look at these Hebrew Israelites from Ghana, West Africa. There they go right there. How is that? I thought we wasn't in there. Now, here we go in Nigeria, the Igbos. These are the Igbos saying that they're Israelites. This guy by the name of Rabbi Funye is Michelle Obama's first cousin. A lot of people don't know that. That Barack Obama gave Rabbi Funye $75,000 to keep the Ethiopian Hebrew congregation in Chicago opened up, which is an off branch of the commandment keepers going back to Rabbi Matthews. We're going to get into that. But look at that. He's in Nigeria with the Israelites in Nigeria. You got Rabbi Matthews right here in Harlem back in 1929 calling themselves the Moor Zionist Temple of the Moorish Jews. And you're going to find out, there go your name right there. You're going to find out that school was opened up in 1899, which came way before Noble Drew Ali came into existence. You see what I'm saying? Everybody keep thinking, we've always been there. We shaped the UNIA movement. Under Marcus Garvey, 90-some% of the followers or supporters of Marcus Garvey and UNIA movement was black Jews. We're going to find that out in a second. Now, getting back to this. We see that there are Hebrews all over the world. Now look at this. Them same people I just showed. There's another article on them. In Ghana. They were really called the House of Israel. You see what I'm saying? It speaks about how they wasn't originally from Ghana. The word Ghana means war chief. The word for Ghana was really called Akar. That's where the Hamites dwelled at. But when we came and took over the Zod dynasty, we started to call it Ghana. Not to mention, we teach that the Incas are the Israelites. Don't we teach that they're from Asher? Well, here's not documentary, but here is writings right here of Peru about the Inca Jews. Here they go right here. I got it yellow highlight. Ever since the Inca Jews embraced Hebrewism, meaning they regaining their heritage again. Look at that. We scattered in the four corners of the earth. You got Israelites here in Ghana. You got Israelites here in Peru. Let's flip it over. You talking about all this is mythology and made up? Okay. We got Israelites in Uganda. What you talking about? Because the Most High said, I will scatter you amongst all the nations. Huh? You got Israelites among the B'nai Manasseh. Where? In India. Asia. Here it go right here. Right there. What about the Israelites in Tanzania? What about the Israelites in Zimbabwe? What about the Israelites in Morocco? Huh? What about all these people that you're talking about never existed? We can see them clear as day. Different shades of brown. Now that's not to say that some people didn't convert to our ways in these countries, because they did. But the point that I'm showing and I'm expressing is that we're all over the earth. Israelites claiming, people are claiming to be Israelites. Let's continue on. Back to this man right here, because he's an important figure. And we all got, because we paid reference to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. We paid refuge to Minister Louis Farrakhan. We paid refuge to Khalid Muhammad. We paid refuge to Sweet Daddy Grace, Father Divine. We paid grace to Stokely Carmichaels, who's Kwame Touré. We paid refuge to Leonard Jeffries and all these different Dr. Ben, different prominent leaders. But I'll never, ever hear any of these leaders speak about this man here. Here's another image of him. Speak about this man, Prophet William Sanders Crowley. From August 11, 1847, he died August 4th, 1908. The greatest spiritual emancipator of the 19th, 20th century, who brought back the ancient days. How could you talk about this man? Let's see what this man did. Let's hear what he did, and then we're going to bring it up to speed. It says, William S. Crowley was born a slave in Maryland in the year 1847. A year later, 1848, notable English explorers into Africa reported discovery of African Jews. William S. Crowley was emancipated at age 18. He served in the Union Army during the Civil War. After the war, he traveled west to Oklahoma, where he bought a farm. Upon learning to read and write, his human experience, along with world events and his ability to read the Bible, led him to believe that the slaves of America were actually the true children of Israel. Here's an ex-slave saying he's an Israelite. Saying it. Watch this. Eventually he married and raised a family in Kansas City, Missouri. But over the years, his reasoning about the Bible and his people haunted him. Finally, at the age 46, he began telling others by preaching on the streets of Kansas City. Man, this brother was on the street corners already teaching. What you talking about? He was already on the street corners teaching. So, you seeing us as Israelites teaching on the street corner and making it seem like, man, this man was teaching on the street corner before Marcus Garvey even came around. Before Noble Drew Ali came around. Before Elijah Muhammad came around. Before any of these people you give reverence and homage to, he was already there. And you don't give homage to this man. Why? Because the Most High said the name of Israel will be wiped out of the remembrance of man. That shows that you're fulfilling prophecy. How could you forget about this man? How could you forget about him? Y'all remember this man? Let's continue on. 3 years later, he was living and preaching in Chicago. There he was ordained a bishop by a few of the ministers he had commissioned to teach. In the year 1896, his organization became incorporated as the Church of God and the Saints of Christ. That's where he messed up at. He incorporated himself into this big system. Now, you always hear people talk about Israelites, we cutting and pasting. We got our stuff from British Israelism, that the British Israelism say the same thing. But guess what? I'm going to throw a monkey wrench in that whole lie. Although founded during the times of Jim Crow, his church was integrated and most of the incorporated members were white. So now, William S. Crowley is not only teaching that the blacks in America are from the tribe of Judah, you understand what I'm saying, and that there are people, but white people are around learning this information. Let's get more in depth about the situation in this writing of mine that I put together. Where is it at? See, because I got so much stuff here that will actually power drive the whole misconception and lie. Here it is right here. This is a piece I put together called The Seekers of Truth. This is one of my writings. And this is what I say about William S. Crowley. Then another early Hebrew Israelite movement took place was the Temple Bethel Hebrew Israelite congregation founded by William S. Crowley in 1896 CE. He was also a former slave and a cook on the Santa Fe